Hello guys, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Today, I'm going to be making a tutorial on a game called Fairy Tail Re. If you don't know what Fairy Tail Re is, it is a game with parry-based combat, and it has a very high skill ceiling. And because of that, there's huge skill gaps between players, so it is a very difficult game, so keep that in mind as you play, that this game is meant for the highest of skilled players, meaning that the higher your skill, the higher your reward will be for playing. Now, to get this started, we're going to start by doing a tutorial about the combat. Now, the combat in this game is very interesting. See, if you press F at the right time, you can perfect block, and then you also got a system called parry. Now, the parry works more like a evasive, and you can use it while you're in a combo. So if somebody's hitting me, you can press FM1, and you'll see that little black circle, and that black circle indicates that you did a parry. Now, if you miss your parry, it's gonna go on like a 5-second cooldown, I think it is, and if you actually hit it, it'll come back to you, so you guys can like start parry trading while you're in a fight. I'm gonna put on a lantern because it just got dark. Now, what you're gonna want to do is you can do M1s, and you can also M2. And then you also have a special M1 that is an aerial M1. And you can use a combination of all three of those to really get the highest skill level of your combat. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is probably either get your magic or start leveling right away. Now, to get your magic, you're going to have to press M and press this, and you can learn these skills. As you can see, they require level 5 and 5 mana for your first skill. But on top of that, what it doesn't show is you need something called magic power. To get magic power, you gotta buy this meditation crystal. You can meditate. My orbs are a little bit dark because of my aura, but as you can see, there's slight purple showing up. And you can actually click those, and to click those, it'll make the process 2 times faster. Now, where you're gonna want to go to level up for a bit is over here. There's a quest board in town, but I recommend that you go over to the quest board over here. And I'll go speed up, so you guys don't have to watch me traveling all the way over there. Alright, so you're gonna want to grab these quests. Now, I don't actually have the quest for your first one because I'm too high of a level to actually get the lower level quest. And the lower level quest is going to be called Outcast. Now, Outcasts are actually over in this corner. You're going to have 3 here. You have 3 here. Which I think somebody killed them. And 3 up there. Now let's go ahead and kill these guys. So I'll show you what the combat's like. Now you can also do an up tilt, which I think these guys are too weak, but if you press M1s and hold space, you'll do an up tilt. As you can see, I did it right at the end there. And I think the first quest, you'll have to kill 3 of these guys. And you'll do that until I think you're level 10 is whenever you can start getting new quests. Now once you're level 10, you're going to have to rank up, and you can do that back in town, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. Because whenever you're level 10, you can do Dark Wizards and infighting. Now, there are 2 different types of weapons in this game. There's mana. This one is actually spec weapons, so you guys won't have this. But for mana, you got Solace, Ardor, and Mirage. Now, these scale with mana, meaning that the more mana you have, the more damage you'll do. As you can see, I'm a mana build. I got high mana. I don't have any strength besides this plus 10 I got. And then you also, on the strength side, you have Katana, Great Sword, Dagger, Ancestus, and Rapier. And you can grind these in 2 ways. So, you can get it from chest, or you can get it from the person that is wielding it. Now these are called infighters. They don't have magic, they just have weapons, and they do higher damage than outcasts. Now these guys actually wield weapons. This one has a Mirage, so you can actually kill them to get a mana weapon. And you'll be able to do this quest at level 10, and I think you can do Dark Wizards at level 15, if I'm not mistaken. But these guys can drop their weapons. These will actually drop mana, the infighters will, and the dark wizards will drop strength weapons. So keep that in mind as you are grinding for weapons. Weapons are extremely important in this game because M1s are pretty much the name of the game. The better you are at M1s, the better you will be in general. Now dark wizards are over on this side. And here's one right here. And they actually use magic. Now this guy has a rapier, so you can get a rapier from this NPC. And also a very important thing to do is you see that parry popping up. I purposely stall to wait for that parry to come up. I know the timings of the parries because I've played a lot. But some of you guys might have a harder time figuring that out. But you're going to have to try and figure out when they parry, when the parry's off cooldown, and make sure to try and bait the parry out so you guys don't get stuck in a parry trade. I can actually show you what that looks like. This is a mini boss. It's still a dark wizard, but he's just a little bit harder. I'll try and get a parry trade in with this guy. As you can see, he uses magic. I just PB'd. I did not mean to do that. But yeah, we can, well... Anyways, you get the idea. He can actually parry my attack like that, and I can do that, and then he can just keep on parrying, and we can get into a trade. But you want to try and avoid that, and just combo him up as best as possible. And this is pretty much what you're going to do, is dark wizards and infighters until you get to level 25. Also, I'm going to tell you guys the ideal stats to start off. Oh my goodness, it's bright here. But I'm going to show you guys the ideal stats to start off. If you guys didn't notice, like, you can dash in the game. Each dash has a separate cooldown. You press Q to dash. And you can also flash step, which is R. To get flash step, you're going to need 20 speed. And that's one of the first things you're going to want to do. But I'd say first you get 20 mana and then 20 speed, because you need mana to get your skills. Actually, don't even get 20 mana. Get 5 mana for your first skill. And then go for 20 speed. And then after that, do whatever you want with your stats. Put in all mana, put in strength or 20 mana, because you need 20 mana to use all your moves. Unless you have magic list, which then you don't need any mana at all. But strength, if you're trying to get strength-based weapons, or mana if you're trying to get mana. Strength weapons do have higher scaling, but you're going to have less mana. While mana is going to have lower M1 damage, but you're going to have more mana than a strength person will. So pretty much, it's just, if you want more stamina, go mana. If you want more damage, then you should probably go strength. Now, you want at least 20 speed at all times. And then typically you're going to want like 20 speed, 60 vitality, and then the rest, you know, either 20 mana and the rest into strength, or you just want to go all mana. But if you're doing a mana build, do not do any strength. Now to rank up though, you're going to have to go to this guy. And what this guy will do is rank you up. Now I'm already maxed, but if you have the requirements, which I can't be S-class because it's not in the game yet, but if you want to rank up, you're going to need magic power, so you will need to do the meditation thing. And if you already got your magic, then you won't even have to do this for the first rank. You're just going to already have the magic power you need. You'll be ready to rank up. But you also need this thing called renown. And you actually get renown by killing people. I died the other day because I gave somebody a free grip. And so they took some renown and money off of me. But the max renown is 20 million. And you're just, I don't know the exact numbers for the renown anymore. It's been a while since I've had a level. But yeah, just make sure to get some renown. You need magic power. The guy will tell you what you need if you talk to him. And yeah, every 10 levels, you can rank up to a new rank. And ranking will unlock new quests and increase your level cap. Now let's go to Hakabe, because Hakabe is going to be the next place you want to go to actually level. Oh yeah, that was not my boat. Alright, now if you head over here, onto the docks, you'll see that there's a shipwright. On the shipwright, you can talk to get a boat. and you're gonna need to get votes to go to the different islands. The island we're going to is Hakabe, and it has something called Yetis and King Yetis on it. It also does have some Dark Wizards if you want to go over there whenever you're doing Dark Wizards. They are a bit harder as they do come in 2 pairs of Dark Wizards instead of just 1, like back in Mushroom, because it is a starter island. These ones actually come in 2, and they also use Ice, and Ice is, in my opinion, one of the hardest magics to fight. But let's speed this up. Alright. So you're going to want to go up this ramp. And the first thing you're going to want to do when you go up here is you're going to want to actually set your spawn here. And to set your spawn, it's really cheap. It's just 500 yen to become a resident in the area. And you're going to want to do that because the Yetis are more likely than not going to kill you on your first time fighting them, because they are dangerous and really interesting to fight, as they are creatures, not just humanoids as you'll be used to fighting. I love the animations for the Yetis. I think it's so nice. I haven't seen any other game make creatures as good as this one. This game overall has just got the best combat, and I love this game. It's one of my favorite games I've ever played on Roblox. Actually, it probably is my favorite game. Yeah, this is a Yeti. They're very dangerous. Most of the skills they have will block break you, so you can't just hold F. You'll have to dodge through them. You'll have to parry. That slam they just did, you can't parry. You have to dodge. Now Yetis can actually drop this thing called Yeti Fur, and you're going to need that to spawn the King Yeti boss. And the King Yeti boss gives a bunch of money and magic power. And actually, no other thing you fight other than the Yeti can give you magic power at the moment until more creatures are added. And to get magic power, you have to get the quest. You can't just kill the Yetis, because the Yetis themselves don't give it. The end of the Yeti quest does. This one, I believe, gives, I think, 600 magic power, and then the King Yeti one gives 1,000, which is really, really good. The most magic power you'll ever need is 1,000,000, and I'll tell you guys more about magic power in the future. I think in the next video I'll make an advanced tutorial about what to do when you're max level and the in-game content this game has, because the game really starts once you hit max level. And then I'll speed it up to the mountain. You have to go up here in order to actually get to the King Yeti. It's a little ways away, so I'll make sure to speed this up for you guys. Alright, so we have arrived at the King Yeti. Make sure to grab the quest. And to actually spawn them, you're going to need 3 Yeti first. You can see I have 27 in my inventory saved up right now. To put them in, you're going to have to talk to this guy, and he will take Yeti fur. Each time you talk to him, you'll put in 1 fur. The reason being for that is so you can actually have friends, and you guys can help each other put more Yeti fur in, so you guys can actually spawn the boss a lot easier. Love that cutscene. Right. Go down this icy cavern. Now, once you get in here, you cannot get out. So you are forced to fight this King Yeti. It's best to do this with friends. One important thing, the most important thing actually to do in this game is to join a guild. This game's more fun with friends. This game has high competition. So just make sure to join a guild, make some friends, or make some enemies, you know. Make enemies with other guilds, have some fun. You know, there's dark and light guilds in this game, so make sure to join whichever one you want. There will be official guild thing in the Discord. I will have the Discord linked down in the description below. And you also need to go into the Discord to get waived into the game. I'm actually called a Yeti Slayer in this game, because I've killed thousands of Yetis. I've played this game more than anybody else. I've already pretty much done everything you can do in this game, because I've just loved it that much. I have over 1,000 hours in this game. It's just a fantastic game. And this is just the beginning, guys. The more love and support you show onto the game, and to me, the bigger this game will get. I'm really close to Dan, which is the owner of this game. And he's a fantastic guy that just wants to make the best game he possibly can for you guys. He works hard. Updates get put in constantly. Pretty much every day is a new update, whether it's optimization or just something small that he's added. And sometimes, like, I would say like every 2 weeks, he does a really big update. It's just really nice to see somebody that actually wants to make a game for the community and not just out for money. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for everything you can do for the beginning tutorial. And I'll see you guys in the next video. The next video will be a advanced tutorial on the in-game stuff you can do in this game. Anyways, peace.